How's it going? I am Ryan, and I have sold over $190,000 worth of high-ticket custom website design. And this YouTube channel is me teaching graphic designers how to add this service to what they're already offering so you can make an extra 5 to 10K a month. You don't need to know any code. You don't need to know development or really much of anything because I am going to teach you all of the little things that you need to know. This is an in-depth series. I'm really just like spilling all the secrets for you. So we have a lot of videos we're going to get into. Why am I doing this? I like teaching. I think I can honestly add 5 to 10K a month to your business. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it. One day, I hope to make money doing this. For right now, everything is free and I'm just putting it all out there for you. And I'd love to meet some more people. All right, this video series, this is day 6. We did video 1 was an overview. Video 2 is how to actually offer websites, what the client is getting, what you're providing. This is not like templated. This is not AI websites. These are high ticket custom designed website. Video 3 was about pricing models and payment terms. Super important for cash flow of the business. Video 4 was about technology stack that I use, WordPress, Elementor, Figma, all that good stuff. Video 5 was how to subcontract. We're going to talk about subcontracting some work in a second. It's very important. And then today's video is adding recurring revenue to the business model of high ticket websites. And then the next videos, we're just going to keep going on everything you need to know to be able to succeed in this. Okay, so just as a reminder, there's 2 ways to add websites if you have a graphic design business, if you're a freelancer or a small agency. Number 1 is get a website referral partner like me. This is what I do for a lot of small logo designers, brand designers, things like that, print designers. They just refer websites to me. I do all the work. I do everything. I talk to the client. I make sure that the websites are perfect for my partner and for the client. And they can make like $1 to $3 grand a month just referring websites to me. It's incredibly easy. Literally, all you do is send an email and say, "Oh, I don't do websites, but my friend Ryan, he does. He's awesome. Yada yada yada," and you get paid immediately with that. And then on this channel, I'm talking about the subcontracting element. If you want to do a little bit more work, you want to control the website design development, this is what I'm teaching on this channel. It's also sometimes called drop servicing, but you can make 5 to 10K a month doing this very easily. This model is easy. It's not as easy as send one email and make money, but it is easy. It's not, there is work involved, but it's easy work. And I think you could probably start making money within 14 days. All right, so in this video, we're going to talk about adding monthly MMR to your graphic design business with custom websites. Now, there's 5 different ways to add recurring revenue to this model. The first 2 I'm going to talk about are kind of the most normal website ones, and then I have 3 more over here that are a bit abnormal. So let's start with the first one is monthly maintenance. Now, you need to be selling monthly maintenance, a hosting package, some sort of package monthly for websites, especially custom website design. The reason I say need is because it's not only a need for your business to generate consistent monthly revenue, but is a need for your clients. Your clients need all of these things with the website. It's not as simple as just throwing the website up there and leaving it forever. You need to be doing at least most of these for the clients, but you should also want to because it adds recurring revenue. It's generally easy recurring revenue. A lot of this is hands-off work. Some of it is hands-on, but so we're going to provide hosting. You should provide them awesome hosting. I prefer SiteGround. I talk about this in the tech stack video, but SiteGround is the best hosting platform on the internet. It's one of the best customer service I've ever seen. Okay. Anyway, the site maintenance, we're doing updates. We're checking on things, making sure nothing breaks. We're doing content and text and photo updates. If they have reviews on the site, we can update reviews. If they have projects or photos, we can add those to the gallery or whatever it may be. Up to 1 hour a month is what I offer, but some people do up to 15 minutes a month. Other people do up to 2 hours a month, depending on what they need. If you're in e-com, this is going to be a lot more hours. Security. using right plugins, monitoring login attempts, things like that. Backups, if you have the SiteGround, I think it's like the Pro plan or whatever's what I pay for. It's the best one. It comes with all the backups that you need, takes backups every day. If something goes wrong, the site goes down, you get the site back up immediately. And again, this is not something that clients think about. They're like, oh, I need backups when I make the web. They don't think about this, but they need them. So just remind them, this is like their insurance policy, basically, of the website. If anything goes wrong, they get attacked, they get hacked, whatever it is. Not that you really want to bring up, oh, you can get hacked. But it's good to know, and you can include it for very low cost every month. We cover all the licensing fees. Elementor has a fee. WP Compress has a fee. Any of the other plugins you might be using have fees. So just include those and pay for them so the client doesn't have to think about all the stuff. Speed optimization, we're doing monthly, compressing images, things like that, and then spam filtering with the emails. If they have forms, they're going to get tons of spam. Okay, you can price this anywhere from $50 to $350 a month. I think you should really be pricing it at minimum at $100 a month. If you're just starting out, you can offer it for maybe $75 a month or $78 a month or something like that until you just feel comfortable charging more. $350 a month is a lot. I think if you're doing really high ticket websites, it's not a lot. If you're in e-com, you definitely need to be charging a lot more than that. But yeah, 50 to 350 a month, whatever you're comfortable with. I would encourage you to pick a number you're comfortable with and then add $50 or $100 to it. All right, ongoing SEO. This is very, very common for websites to offer. Now, you can always get a SEO partner to do this as well. So you can just build the business with a bunch of partners. You can refer me to do the website and then refer somebody else to do the ongoing SEO, whatever you want to do. But if you provide the SEO, it is an easy way to add monthly recurring revenue to the business model. You can offer backlinks. You can get those third party. There's tons of people that offer backlinks. Just make sure you're getting good ones. Do a little bit of homework and figure out what a good backlink is and how you can figure that out. You can do blog articles. Now, what I do is I can upsell that during the sales call. I can say, okay, do you want me to do blog articles? Okay, I can do the blog archive page, the blog single page, and you can buy a pack of 12 blogs right now for a one-time fee, or you can build this into your ongoing SEO. You can do a monthly package where you do a certain number of blog posts every month, and blog posts and backlinks and Google My Business management or something like that. Reporting, obviously, you're going to have to show them, hey, your keywords are improving, or your local Google My Business map pack is increasing, etc. Or you can always white label this. There's tons of businesses out there that white label. Just, again, do your homework. A lot of them are garbage. So read reviews, talk to them, look at their case studies, things like that. The other thing you can do, this is kind of like out there, but if you haven't heard of the rank and rent model, you can basically do something where you're more of like a marketing partner. So you're doing SEO to get them leads, and then you can either share a portion of whatever those leads bring in as far as revenue. You can do a pay per call kind of thing. Up to you. You can do multiple websites. People don't think about this, but you can build one website for a plumbing company, and then you can build extra websites to target different keywords. You can run that all monthly and send them all to the same phone number and get them a bunch of leads. I think 300 to 3,000 is normal pricing for SEO, depending on what you're offering. If you start this 300 number, you're just probably not going to get them good results. You'll probably have high churn, but so just keep that in mind. All right, let's talk about other ways to add recurring. If you are a marketing expert, or marketing, or you've done PPC, or maybe you've run Facebook ads for yourself, you can offer Facebook ads and Google ads for your clients. And this is, a lot of times people want this. So it's kind of an easy sell, in my opinion, because it's performance-based. It's just, if they give you, $2,000, are they going to make more than $2,000 back, right? Additionally, you can then set up a funnel into their CRM. You can build like a whole thing for them. You can do Facebook ads, and you can build landing page funnel. You can do upsells, whatever you want to do within that. And then you can plug them into the CRM. You can go crazy with it. You can hook them up with like sales scripts, automation, emails that email or SMS back to their clients that fill out their lead forms, things like that. Just depending on how crazy you want to get. All of these are kind of separate things within the category of like PPC or marketing. And then on Google, you can buy their main keywords, you can buy their competitors' keywords, you can buy their brand keywords, all things that are just pretty normal and all work. And you can charge anywhere from 500 to honestly more than 3,000, probably 5,000 a month, depending on how big the business is. You can charge that as your fee and then have the client pay the ad spend. Or you can include the ad spend in your fee. You can charge them, 2,500, assuming that 1,000 of that is their ad spend or something like that. All right, next, payment plans. We talked about this in the pricing video, but you can always, instead of paying a one-time fee, instead of saying, hey, the website's $10,000, you can say, oh, it's $500 for 24 months or whatever you want it to be until you hit the number that you want the website to cost. Or you can just do a rental only. Say like, depending on how many features, how much value this is going to bring the client, the website, you can build it up front for free and just say, hey, it's, $99 a month. If you're doing like a templated cheap website, $99 a month is pretty normal. If you're doing custom website with features, you want to be at the higher end of that, 300 to 500, especially if the site is built to generate leads. If you're doing things like that, then you can do the rental plan as well. All right, last one is specifically landing pages. So if your client is already buying ads, they're buying Facebook ads, they're buying Google ads, this is really important. You can increase their conversion rate with a good landing page. You can start building a brand with their landing page. Let's say you did their logo with their branding, fixing the landing page to match that. So there's congruency from the logo on the ad to the landing page, all the buttons and all that stuff. So you can definitely do this. You can split test landing pages. You can do packs of landing pages. You can split test different offers. Maybe they're a plumbing company. I don't know why I'm picking plumbing. I know nothing about it, but they offer plumbing service 1, 2, 3, and you can split test. You can do 3 different landing pages for all of those services, and you can run ads directly to that one service, that one deal. That $99 new customer deal goes to a landing page that's specific for this one product. Instead of just like, John's Plumbing, we do everything. You can do specific landing pages that are specific services. I talked about building the funnel out earlier, but that includes a landing page with it. And then this is talking about if you don't do PPC or you want to do landing pages, the client wants to run ads, you want to make money from landing pages, get them a client that'll run their PPC or get them a partner that'll run their PPC, then you do the landing pages for the advertising company. Landing pages, I'd charge anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. If you're like amazing, or if it's a high ticket e-com store or something like that, you can obviously charge more. You can also do like profit shares and stuff if you want to go down that rabbit hole. Funnels are in depth, and depending on the types of features, depending on if you're running the ads up front and you're doing the funnel and you're doing the CRM and you're doing the automations, those can get extremely expensive. And then you can always do a CRO rev share or any type of rev share that you think makes sense to you if you have these skills. But all that to say, if you're doing just websites, you just are adding custom websites, these are great. They're great at adding recurring revenue. My business, I'm very, very, very thankful that I started doing this a long time ago. And it's a little bit every month. And then it adds and adds and adds and adds. And these clients, you don't lose them. They're so sticky. They don't want to switch hosting. They don't want to switch out of you. They don't want a new web guy. Just do good for them and you will keep them for a very, very long time. I don't even have churn statistics. I've never had a client churn. I've just never had it happen. They don't churn. I had one client shut down their business. That's it. And that wasn't my fault. But anyway, so this just, if you get $100 and you get 3 of these a month, you can add 300 a month forever, basically. You can do the math. It adds up quick. So, all right, that is how to add MRR to the web design business. In the next video, I'm going to go into actually how to deliver these. I've been kind of switching this up because I think about it, and the more I think, I'm like, okay, I think it's actually best to, talk about this or that next. So if there's any videos you want me to cover next, comment them below. The only way you can support me right now for free is to subscribe. All right, see you in the next one.